Get out! Get out! You know what?
A trooper pulled a father over for speeding, then beat him on the pavement in front of his 3-year-old daughter. The 6th of June 2025, U.S. Route 150, near Danville, Kentucky. Kentucky State Police Trooper Seth Owens clocked a red Toyota Sienna doing 86 miles per hour in a posted 55 zone. By every measure, this was a standard traffic stop, a speeding ticket, maybe a warning, and everyone goes home. That is how it was supposed to go. Behind the wheel was 32-year-old Devin Langsdorff. In the back seat, buckled in and asleep, was his 3-year-old daughter. She had no idea what was about to happen. Neither did her father. The Sienna pulls smoothly onto the right shoulder and stops. No erratic movement, no attempt to flee. Owens steps out, adjusts his campaign hat, and walks toward the driver's side. A completely normal start to what should have been a completely normal stop. At the window, Langsdorff is cooperative, hands visible, body language open. He passes over his license and immediately tells the trooper about his daughter, asleep in the back. He asks to move the vehicle forward to a safer section of the road away from highway traffic. A reasonable request from a father thinking about his child's safety. The trooper turns his back and walks to his cruiser without a word. When he returns, he is wearing a body camera he was not wearing before. That detail alone should have been the first signal that this stop was heading somewhere nobody expected.
Get out.
Don't touch the door.
Get out.
My daughter's sleeping. Please.
That's fine. Get out. Get out of the car. Yes, there is.
What is the reason? Is it officer safety? I have no guns.
Get out. Because I said so. Get out.
There's no because I said so.
Yeah, the Supreme Court says you have to if I ask you to. Get out of this car right now.
Owens orders Langsdorff out of the vehicle. Langsdorff does what any informed citizen has the right to do. He asks for the lawful reason. The trooper's response is not a legal justification. It is a statement of raw authority and nothing more. Under Kentucky law and the Supreme Court's ruling in Pennsylvania v. Mims, an officer may order a driver from a vehicle during a traffic stop. That right is established. But the manner in which that order is enforced and the force used when a compliant person asks a clarifying question is a separate matter entirely.
Let go of my arm. Let go of my arm. I have shoulder issues.
Get out. Get out, sir. I'm not letting go of your arm. I'm not going to pull on it, but get out.
Do you think I'm going to run? My daughter's in the back.
Get out. That's all I'm wanting you to do.
Let go of my arm.
Get out.
Let go of my arm.
Get out.
Sir.
Get out.
Let go of me. Let go of me.
Get out.
Let go of me.
Get on the ground.
I'm not getting on the ground.
Owens reaches into the cabin and grabs Langsdorff's forearm. What happens next takes less than 30 seconds.
What the f*** is your problem? Get in! Get in! You know what? You just want to fight! God damn it!
Get in! Get in! Put your hands behind your back! Put your hands behind your back!
I can't!
Put your hands! Put your hands behind your back! Put your other hand behind your back!
I can't!
Put your other hand behind your back! Put your other hand behind your back!
Owens unbuckles Langsdorff's seatbelt and drags him from the seat. The moment his feet hit the pavement, Owens executes a leg sweep sharp and deliberate, sending Langsdorff face first onto the asphalt. The dashcam captures it fully. There is no lunge from Langsdorff. No swing. No attempt to run. He goes to the ground the way a person goes when they have no other choice. Langsdorff had told the trooper about a pre-existing shoulder injury before this moment. That information was either not heard or not considered. On the ground, face down, Langsdorff makes clear through his tone and body language that he is surrendering, not fighting. Owens delivers 7 documented strikes, knees to the midsection, and closed fists to the head and upper back.
Your back! Help! Help! He's been assaulting me!
Put your hand behind your back!
I can't!
2 male bystanders run over and physically grab Langsdorff's arms and legs, assisting the trooper in pinning him down. Standard law enforcement protocol keeps civilians away from an active arrest, both for liability and for everyone's safety. Owens accepted their help anyway. And through all of it, Langsdorff's 3-year-old daughter remains in that back seat.
Please help me, sir! Oh, help me! I think you broke my rib! No! Oh, God! No! I'm not resisting! breathe.
Get that piece of shit out of the way.
Are you f***ing kidding me? Was that my watch? Oh,
Thank you.
oh God. Oh, who's got my egg? I don't consent to such and seizures.
Well, that's good.
Get out of my vehicle. Close the door, sir.
No, you're going to jail. I'll search this car if I want to.
Langsdorff is handcuffed. It should be over. But Owens leans toward the camera and forces Langsdorff still on the pavement, shirt pulled up, back visibly marked to perform for the footage. The intent is clear. This is not de-escalation. It is not documentation. It is humiliation, captured on the trooper's own body camera. While Langsdorff sits cuffed on his knees, his daughter still in the vehicle behind him, Owens searches the Sienna. Langsdorff signals his refusal and mentions rib pain. Neither gets a response. The search continues.
A mile from Danville.
Is she sleeping? Okay.
She's alright. Who can come get her? That's good. I'll just have the cabinet get her. That's fine. The cabinet.
What's the cabinet? Seriously, all that kicking for what?
Because you don't want to listen.
Get out of my vehicle. I don't consent.
Well, you don't have to. I would say
I'll get up. I hope you do
that'd be
beat me
another
up more.
mistake.
Is that camera
Do you
going?
want your phone to call somebody?
Is that phone? Hey, is that camera going?
Smile. Smile for
I'm
it.
smiling.
Say, state police got me.
Good.
Well,
Get
do
out
you
of
want
my
your phone
vehicle.
to call
I don't
your
want
daughter?
you to. Sir?
If you want anybody to get it, it's going to be me. Do you want your phone to call for your daughter?
Can I stand up?
No.
My wrist fucking hurts.
Okay. Hey, it's over now. Where's your phone so you can call somebody for your
That was
daughter?
excessive. You know it was excessive.
Where's your phone to call your daughter?
My daughter's right here. Are you fucking
To
dumb?
call for her. If you want to play games, then I will get the cabinet to get her. I do not care.
When the arrest report was filed, Owens had charged Langsdorff with 8 offenses: speeding, reckless driving, failure to produce insurance, failure to maintain insurance, disorderly conduct, resisting arrest, no registration receipt, and endangering the welfare of a minor. Discovery later confirmed Langsdorff had valid insurance and valid registration the entire time.
Is this Kristen?
Yes.
Kristen, this is Trooper Owens with the state police.
What's wrong?
Your husband's going to jail. You need to come up here and get your daughter.
He's going to jail. What happened?
He was driving reckless and then some other stuff. So,
I don't use my car.
who else can come get the children? I don't want the cabinet to take them.
Oh my God, no. Okay. Okay, can I call my friend?
Yep, call whoever you need to. And get them to come. We're right here at 150, just east of Ghost Pike in Danville, about 2 miles east of Ghost Pike.
7 months later, the case went before a Boyle County jury. After 6 hours of testimony and deliberation, Langsdorff was found not guilty of reckless driving. The judge issued a direct verdict, clearing the remaining charges, citing a lack of evidence. His attorney called the force grossly excessive against a man who posed zero threat and publicly demanded accountability from state leadership. As of this video, Trooper Owens remains with the Kentucky State Police. No criminal charges, no public disciplinary action. Devin Langsdorff was speeding. He admitted that. But speeding is a traffic citation, not 7 strikes on the pavement while your daughter sleeps 10 feet away. A jury reviewed the same footage you just watched and reached their verdict in 6 hours. The question worth sitting with is this: if the evidence was not there to convict the driver, what does that say about the man who put him there? Let me know your thought in the comment. If you enjoy videos like this, please like, share and subscribe to my channel.